Hi guys, Dazzie here with another episode of my 1 week later comic book recaps, and this time it is episode 3, and today I'm going to be recapping comics that came out on November the 28th, 2018. Let's get into those books. Well, there were absolutely no winners again from DC Comics. Most of all can probably be ordered online or found at your LCS for cover price. But one that deserves a little bit of a mention, and those that were able to afford it, is the Green Lantern issue 1 LCSD foil variant. We're talking this book, guys. That's the book we're talking about. If you could find them for cover price or cheaper, these were definite flip winners, as most were average around the $85 mark, which is pretty impressive. And these weren't part of any regular Wednesday release, but instead they were part of a local comic shop day on Saturdays, and the day after Black Friday that happened. Midtown has these for around about the $50 range, so if they're going for 85, you know, you're up 35, aren't you? So you can still make a decent profit off of those. On to the Marvel books, and the main winner was the Stephanie Hans variant for Iron Heart issue 1. Now again, I think this is a 1 in 50. This is the book we're talking about. Sadly, I don't ever get an opportunity at these higher ratio variants in my LCSs, but I know they are very popular if you can afford them. Now, this one has simmered down a little bit, but started to go back up, and sales are ranging between $95 to $115. The advice here is to sell them. I don't particularly sell books, but they are expected to drop. Because unless Ironheart takes off in popularity, the prices will definitely drop in the coming weeks. It's possibly not her best work, but Stephanie Hans is pretty solid, isn't she? I enjoyed her die cover that's just come out this week. Okay, another book that sold out quickly online, but if you missed out and you're a fan of Gan Hyuk Lim, is Spider-Girls 2, his variant cover. Again, this is a 1 in 25. This is the book we're talking about. 1 in 25 there, guys. And this has been selling on average around about $25. Some shops are though starting on the $30 range as an opening buy, and that's a little bit steep. But you can find them now for around the $20 mark. So if you can find it, there's a little bit of profit to be made on that Spider-Girls issue 2. Another book from Marvel that is seeing some success is this one. This is the Daredevil 612 Campbell variant. Daredevil 612, the Campbell variant. Again, I had no opportunity at this book. It retailed for around about the $85 range. At least Midtown had it at that price. But it varies from retailer to retailer. But online it's selling anywhere between $100 to $240, which is pretty insane. Yeah, so look out for the Campbell 612. The hype may die off a little bit, but you're still going to make some money on that one. On to the independent books. And the first book to be mentioned is one that I was fortunate enough to find. And I think, personally, this is probably the winner of the week. You take incentives out of the equation. I think for a cover price book, this was the book of the week. pre-sale, there was two covers of this, and if you could get a set of this for about $50, which is pretty insane. But this cover itself now is calmed down a little bit, and it's around about the $20 mark, which is very impressive for a book that just came out last week. Of course, it's another book from Antarctic Press, and it's probably living off the coattails of Rags and Punchline. But you can't do wrong with that Antarctic Press at the moment. I can't say enough about Rags. You know, people keep expecting the express train to slow down, but it's not, is it? You know, I'm delighted to have picked up Rags 1 the other day for £35, and I think you're going to do well to get the first printing of that book now for under 45 to 50. I managed to find Rags 2 for cover. Again, that's going for about 30. So delighted with that. That is probably one of the titles of the year so far, Rags, isn't it? Another independent title that seems to be it's not seen as much success as its first issue, but this is Dread Final Judgment issue 2 from IDW. Nice jock cover there. That's done okay, not spectacular. It was averaging out at one point around the $12 mark, which is steady, but you can now find some for cover, okay? But yeah, I do like those Judge Dredd covers. The advice there is to have it as a long-term hold, because a lot of jock covers seem to appreciate over time. Another independent title that sold out online, but it hasn't had too much heat on the secondary market, is this one. My good friend Lyric Magic Moments picked this one up, and this is Monarchs, and this is a comic from Scout Comics. This is the book in question. Monarchs. I didn't see this one, but it didn't do bad early days. I think it was going up around the $8 to $10 mark, so you're doubling your money on Monarchs, but it's not jumping out at you, is it? It's not a huge earner, but steady. And then onto this book, which is another winner in my opinion. I picked up the first print, and it was a definite success. One of my favourite reads of recent times. Reminded me a lot of Interview with a Vampire. So I found the first print, and then I've picked up the second printing, and this is a stunner. This is a Tomb of Dracula homage cover, and this is These Savage Shores, the second print from Vault Comics. Look at that, that's a gorgeous cover. And this has had quite a bit of success. It's a solid $10 to $12 book now. It's definitely a nice pickup if you can find them. You can either keep this in your PC or double your profit, really. And the final book I'm going to discuss today is a rather unusual one, because it's a Spider-Man title from IDW, and this is the Eastman cover. And this is the book in question. It's a 1 in 25 Eastman cover. Again, I didn't have the opportunity, but some of you may have picked this up. Marvel in association with IDW. That's the comic I'm talking about, guys. Very peculiar that IDW have a Marvel title, but it is what it is. You can find them now for about $15, but they were as high as $20. So if you pulled the trigger early, because when they first came out, I think, like I say, you could have got that for about $20, but now it's dropping. So whereas it started well, it has come down, but you can still do okay off of it. That is Marvel Action Spider-Man issue 1 from Eastman. That's the 1 in 25 from IDW. He does some work on the Turtles as well, by all accounts, Eastman. It has been quoted as being one of the favourite cover arts of the week. So that's my roundup, guys. My 3 winners, my podium picks, because I don't like to include incentives in my podium picks, because not everybody can afford them. So in bronze medal position this week, I'm going with this one, which will please Lyric. This is Monarchs, issue 1 from Scout Comics. That's my bronze. My silver medal this week, I award to the second printing of these Savage Shores from Vault Comics. Gorgeous Tomb of Dracula homage cover. And my winner chicken dinner for this week has to go from another book from Antarctic Press, and that is Star's End. Basically, the story is animal life enhanced by aliens thousands of years ago live in advanced civilizations in outer space with humans as their slaves. Haven't read it yet, but I looked in the interior, and the interior is stunning, and that you can't really complain at that cover, can you? That's it, guys. That's Daz, over and out. See you next time. Bye for now.